All right, so I wanted to go over a problem like this, where you're given a function and you're asked to find the inverse, and the function is of the nature where a it's like a ratio of two functions. We call those rational functions. We haven't talked about them yet in this class, but you have an x in the numerator and you have an x in the denominator. So it's just an algebraic trick that you do when you're given this situation. But if we're doing the inverse function, one thing that some people like to do is juxtapose the x and the y. So I'm going to make this 2x is equal to 2y minus 1 divided by y minus 2. And then I'm going to try to move the variables around so that I get just y by itself. And it's difficult because you don't know exactly what to do first. But I'm going to tell you the first thing that we want to do is get rid of the denominator. In fact, most questions, when you have a denominator that's tricking you, the first step is going to be do something to get rid of the denominator of the fraction. And so now, if I do that and then I distribute the x into both these terms, I have xy minus 2x is equal to 2y minus 1. And we know at the end of this problem, we want to have a y equals something, and that something on the right side should have an x term in it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move all my terms that have a y in them to the left side of the equation, and all my terms that don't, I'm going to move to the right side of the equation. So if I do some steps, I'm going to get xy minus 2y is equal to 2x plus 1. And then the next thing I can do is I can factor out a y from both of those terms. So then I get y times x minus 2 is equal to 2x plus 1. And then I can divide both sides by x minus 2. And I get y is equal to 2x plus 1 divided by x minus 2. Or I could write f inverse of x is equal to 2x plus 1 divided by x minus 2. And it's helpful to know for these problems that you often get on multiple choice questions another variation of them, which happens if you multiply both the top and the bottom by -1. And if you multiply the top and the bottom by -1, if both terms are positive, you can think of it as just putting both terms to negative. If there's one term that's positive and one term that's negative, it ends up switching them, so it becomes 2 minus x. So these two expressions, this expression and this expression, are equivalent. And on a test, like a multiple choice test, either one of them could technically be the right answer. Or if they had both of them and then they said an answer like both C and B or something like that, could also be the answer. So be careful with those.